Hello there. Welcome to Gypsy Road World News. Alright, where the news here is always breaking. I'm so glad that you're here because we're going to have a good show today. Now, I do want to say something. And I want to say something to all the individuals in the individual communities. And what I'm talking about is, on my breaking news, I always break things down. I have Bigfoot, UFOs, paranormal, something a little fun, and then I usually have a Mandela effect. But it seems like the most comments that I get are people who are in these individual communities doesn't like the mix match. They don't like paranormal mixed with Bigfoot. They don't like UFOs mixed with paranormal, or vice versa. Bigfoot, UFO, it doesn't matter. And there's something here that it does trouble me. And I'll tell you why, and we'll get right into the news. What troubles me is, you all know, every one of you know, that if you go out to the regular public, let's just go with Bigfoot for a second. Regular public, you talk to somebody about Bigfoot, they're going to look at you like you're crazy, that you're nuts. They do. UFO, same thing. They think you're a nut. They think you're an Art Bell nut. They just do. Paranormal, a bunch of fake ghost adventures, ghost hunters. There's nothing there. You're just all hoax and fakes. Everybody looks down at communities. Go try and talk to somebody about a Mandela effect. Oh my God, you should be in the nut bar, nut jail, shut you up and throw you in a trunk of a car and never see you again. Okay? Now that's something that the media and other people just are never going to listen to. They're never going to get it. They might do some small little story, kind of, to kind of make fun of it and all that kind of a thing. Especially Halloween, you might see more of it. But it's disturbing to see people within the community hate that other communities exist. They hate, saying, hey, Gypsy Road, paranormal has nothing to do with Bigfoots. And it's just, guys, you have a fight against the public, trying to have an open mind to believe in this stuff. You got to stop fighting with other communities. We're weak as individuals. We're weak. But together we are strong. I'm not saying you have to believe everything in the paranormal is real, everything in the UFO is real, everything in the Bigfoot's real. But when we're all fighting the same fight, trying to get the word out, the message out, we should be working together on this, not against it. Okay? So and if you're gonna keep bashing, don't even watch. Leave. Because I'm doing my part. My goal here is to show stories from all 3 or 4 categories. Now some of it, you guys already seen the footage. Eric, I already seen this. Why are you showing this? I seen this 2 months ago, 3 months ago, might be even a year old footage. But guys, because I'm showing it because, say I'm showing you a Bigfoot footage from 4 months ago. Everybody in the Bigfoot community seen it. But nobody in the UFO community seen it. Or the paranormal have seen it. They're like, oh wow, that is interesting. It's the way to get other people to connect, to show footages from other communities. My goal has always been, let's bring everybody together. Okay, let's bring everybody together because we are one. We're all fighting the same fight. We want people to listen. Now, everything I show you is not 100% real, but I leave that up to you, not me. I leave it up to you because together, it's up to us what we want to believe. I'm not CNN or Fox News trying to say, this is it, this is the truth, this is backed by science. No, a lot of this stuff can't be backed by science. It's a process of you taking in information and you make the decision. That's what life is about. Us, all of us, making a decision. Now, some of you hate because of the way I talk. I apologize. Can't do anything about that. I'm sorry about that. As a baby, I flew out of a car, hit my head, and because of that, I've had some speech issues my whole life. I have hearing issues because of it. Okay? I had to do speech classes all the way to junior high. Okay, so there's words that I have problems saying. But is that going to stop me from speaking the truth? Or speaking stories that I want to know? Maybe there's some truth to it? No, it's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep continuing. So if you don't like me, You don't have to watch me. But if you're watching me, guys, let's have some fun. Let's go to some Bigfoot stuff. You know, we're going to start out today with Bigfoot. I got game cam footage of Sasquatch caught peeking at grazing elk. Okay, I got Bigfoot sighting caught on video. Then we're going to move on over to UFOs. UFOs on moon. On the moon. That's cool. Hey, I'm all for that. Object that looks like a Millennium Falcon caught on video up there in the state of Illinois. I want to see that footage. And then I got a third one. 3 a.m. remote Alaskan playground results. Now, this is interesting. I'm not saying it's a UFO. This could be a UFO or it could be an orb. So, I'm squeezing it in with the UFOs. But this third one is going to be a fun one because, you know, what's the object? Do we think it's a category of a UFO or is it a typical orb? I don't know, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna look at that, okay? And then for the Mandela effect, we're gonna talk about things in Star Wars. We know the popular one, Luke, I am Father, right? And there's a lot of other ones now, C-3PO, R2-D2, Darth Vader, and I'm gonna dive into it. Now, I want to have a Euro trip for you guys. My brother actually sent me over a video on Facebook, but they have an outage. I can't pull it up. If I can't pull it up, I'll find another little fun footage and I'll bring this clip for Saturday. Sorry about that. But guys, please, you are watching the #1 open-minded YouTube channel where we talk all categories. Not just one, all of it. If you're interested, please stay and watch. And guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, give me that thumbs up, guys, because together we are strong. Together we are strong. Individually, we're weak, but together we are strong. So the message today is, guys, together we are strong. You ready for some Bigfoot? This is a game camera clip shows a possible Bigfoot peeking out at an elk a few times. Uploaded by Preppers Canada. Now guys, they wrote possible Bigfoot. They're not telling you this is Bigfoot. Could be not. Could be a dog man, could be a wolf man. We don't know what it is. But guys, I'm gonna play this on the whole screen. So you guys take a look. We'll take a look and we'll try to analyze it together. But remember, possible. Okay? So guys, let's do this. I'm gonna press play. Oh, there's that elk. Oh, there it is. Yep. It's dirty gray. I love the footage because it's a dirty gray. You know, I don't see that color, whatever's picking out in a lot of bears. Maybe you guys have. I could be completely wrong. I've been in the mountains my whole life, but I don't remember seeing an animal exactly with that color. Now, some of you are going to say, well, that could be a gorilla, it could be an ape. Again, what would be a gorilla and an ape doing in our forest? And does somebody let it go or not? I mean, it's possible, but that kind of footage makes you think. You know, it could be looking at his prey, looking at his elk, and hoping that the elk moves to a certain location, and bam! Here's dinner, baby. Here's dinner. Elk steaks, guys. I'm telling you, elk steaks are good. That is, I mean, what do you guys think it is? Because when it moves, it's like so quick. And think about an animal. Think about if you're a Bigfoot, you know, and you sense there's people out there. Now remember, there's a camera there. So even though there's not a human there, the human put the camera there, so the human scent is still around there. So if this is a Bigfoot, I'm guessing that he probably sniffs and smells that there's a human, even though might not be there, because they're the ones who put the camera there. So it would make sense to look over the trees and try to peek before it gets to supper. And maybe it senses the camera. Maybe it does. I don't know. And maybe he's waiting for the elk to move to a certain spot where, hey, listen, this is their domain. Humans make traps, they make traps. Pretty easy. There's no question about that. But I really like this footage. It makes you think, you know? So tell me yourself. A lot of you probably already seen this. What do you think that is? Leave me in the comments. Tell me what you think it is. If you don't think it's something, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If you're a skeptic on it, nothing wrong to be a skeptic. Just don't be a jerk about it. Just tell me a reason why it's something else. And if you have an explanation why you think it's something else, if you know a good definition, reason why, put that in the comments. Let us know. Let everybody know who's watching this video. So, all right, let's move on to new Bigfoot sighting caught on video. Now, I'm probably sure most everybody in the Bigfoot community has seen this, but not everybody maybe in the UFO or the paranormal or Mandela effect have seen this. So guys, relax. Let's talk about this. Cross River, Michigan. A report Bigfoot sighting in the woods in Michigan has left Sasquatch, scratching their heads over it could be genuine. It shows a Hulk brown figure which appears to be carrying something wandering across the Case River. Now they're slowing it at 50%. Investigator Kyle Shaw of Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization expected the footage. Somebody pretty big expected the footage and has been left perplexed over whether the clip could be real deal. He confessed, "I'm not saying this is Bigfoot. I'm not saying it isn't." That's what you should. Now I'm going to pause it for a second. This is obvious shot with a cell phone at 880 656. Well, most everything is shot with a cell phone, you know, nowadays. You know, I'm sure if you're a Bigfoot investigator, you might have a better camera, like a real camera. But most people who are not, you know, you got your cell phone. And now, this is just me. I'm looking at this. The only thing the reason I paused it or slow motion here is I'm going to slow motion it. If I can't pause it, I'll make sure the picture's there. Is it looks like walking right here. It's like a crump down, like a little circle. You guys see what I'm saying on that picture? It looks like it's like this. It looks like that could be an outfit. It's cropped down. Now maybe this Bigfoot is just fat, and that's a fat being in that little shape. But I don't know. When I'm looking at that shape, I'm thinking that's an outfit. But hey, I'm not an expert. Some of you guys are more experts than I am that might have a better thought on that process right there. Okay, it's 30 frames per second. It isn't the greatest footage. All we have to go with is to be judged on what you think it is. That's what it is. But it's just that bend right there. It just doesn't look right. And if you look so closely, it almost looks like there's a piece of square that's in there. I mean, I understand it's moving through the river, but like I said, I know some people are going to say, well, look how easy it moves through the river. Now, I never walked through that part of the river. That could maybe be the lightest part of the river. There's part of the river where you struggle going across with the water flow. But there's some parts of a river that I walked across way easy. Run across. So I don't want to say that no human can walk across like the way he's doing it. It depends. We would have to go there to that exact point and walk across. Now, if somebody's from Michigan, I got good people from Michigan. There's northern Michigan Bigfoot that's out there. Maybe they've been there and they walked across and, hey, Eric, that's actually, that water flow right there is pretty pretty heavy. That'll take almost a strongest man ever to walk across that easy. Maybe. You know, that's what I want to know from you. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, just for me, when I'm seeing that little bin right there, and almost looks like there's a square that somebody's putting on a costume. Could be completely wrong. Trust me, guys, listen. I want this to be 200% real. I want people to realize in public that Bigfoot is real. I want that. But I'm not going to jump on every bandwagon for every picture, every footage there is, because all the fake stuff is going to hurt when something is real. And that's the problem. We have so many videos that are good, and there's so many people out there faking it. I mean, unless you're writing it down, you're faking it on purpose as a show, that's different. But I'm talking about people trying to say they're real investigators and they're creating a fake footage on purpose. All it does, it hurts the community. It really does. But guys, I want to know what you think on that footage, because I don't know. For me, I don't think it's real, just because of that one little shot. But beyond that, guys, let's go look at some UFOs. You know, on flying objects. Let's go check that out. So join me. Come on. Let's go. Let's get ready. Get yourself a cup of coffee, press pause, and come back. All right, are we ready for some UFOs? Are we ready? Got your coffee? Okay. Coffee, you know, soda, cocaine, I don't know. Whatever you need. Do you have what you need to ready to watch some UFOs? Because I'm sure I am. I'm ready right now. Here we go. UFOs on moon. Now this is a short video, but what the hell? Let's take a look. Moon. Got a pretty good camera. Zooming in, probably, you know, scope. Okay. Okay. Right above the moon, there is a white dot. Almost looks like it's split in two. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's interesting, right? I mean, it's interesting because it looks like there is a piece and one's like almost going down. That's a pretty good shot. Now the only thing is I got it off a site called Mr. SKS. I mean, I'm sure there's 1,000 YouTubers that have this on there, and I'm researching this. I'm trying to follow the source, like who took this. I even put comments on these people with this video, like, do you know who took this? Where did this come from? Because like I said, you always gotta follow the source, because for me to even accept that could be, well, first of all, it's unidentified. I mean, even if it's fake, it's unidentified flying object. It's unidentified. I can't identify what it is. Fakery, can't identify if it's fakery or not. But I'm trying to follow the source on this one. Anybody out there watching this now, watching this handsome guy talking about UFOs, if you know any information on who originally took this, please put it in my comment, because I'm researching this, because I'm following the source, because I want to know more about it. Because as of right now, I have to say trickery, just because I can't find the source. But I'm looking. If I can't find the source, I ain't gonna back it up. I'm not gonna back it up at all. But it is cool, and it is fun looking at it, right? So if you guys know anything about this footage, please let me know in the comments, because together we are the best investigators. We are. So if you guys know where the source is, let me know, and I could investigate it, and then I can always come back on another breaking news, bring up, say, hey, remember last week with the UFO moon? This is what I found out even further. Okay, so let's go on to the next UFO footage. This is strange gray floating like object sighting in Illinois. Now, the title is Object That Looks Like the Millennium Falcon, caught on the video in Gurnee, Illinois. Now, they got me with looking like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. So, So I'm curious about this one. Okay, so guys, let's check it out. Okay, little map quest. Google Earth, okay.
You guys, this is like a UFO or something. It's so
fire. And this guy, they circled it. Huh. Okay. September 22nd, 2021.
Guys, this is like a UFO or something. So
okay, it's moving. I mean, it's
what in the heck is it?
I mean, I like it. I can't identify what it is.
It looked like
Let me see in the comments.
Yes,
Traffic light.
like
I've
a
never
UFO
seen
or
anything move
something.
at the speed and reflecting light the way it did far behind. Okay. Now, seeing how it moves, somebody wrote it in the description of this video, and which this video you're watching here will be in the description. So you can watch this yourself and analyze it yourself. Now, first of all, doesn't look anything like the Millennium Falcon. Anything. I mean, yes, the Millennium Falcon, you know, perfect shape with the little flames, you know, but this is like little. So I think the Millennium Falcon, putting that name in the title of this video is trying to get a little bit of that Star Wars flavor. You know what I mean? Trying to, you know, it's for clicks. But it's wrong. It's not bad to do that to get the clicks if that's a real floating thing, even in the first place. So I get what they're doing. So, but it's no shape of a Millennium Falcon. I take my Star Wars seriously, and there's nothing even close to this. I've actually seen a video on my friend's channel, Chasing the Truth, with Sean G, which they had a video clip of a ship that looked way more like the Millennium Falcon than this one. So it's, you know, it's cool. It's cool. I like it. You know, what do you guys think? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Is it a fraud? We all know it doesn't look like the Millennium Falcon. But hey, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you do think it looks like the Millennium Falcon. Say, Eric, you know, come on, it does look like the Millennium Falcon. Fine, fantastic, fantastic. Let me know why. But what do you think of that video? Is it real or is it not? Okay, let's move on. Now, first of all, guys, this is a good friend of the channel. Iron Dogger. Great friend of the channel. Great person. Fun person. But this is interesting because I didn't know to put it in the UFO section or the paranormal, because they see this thing, like this light. Now, sometimes if it looks so high in the sky, you know, UFO. But if it's not super high in the sky, it could be mistaken for an orb. So this one, I'm not saying this one's either a UFO or an orb. But let's take a look at this, okay? I'm gonna play it right at 2:48 when it says only 13 minutes, because I like it. They have a clock on their little clock, and it's right on number 13. I like that. Only 13 minutes.
It's still dark.
Okay, this is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Get yourself some coffee on this one. Oh, there it is. There's the light. It's almost like it's a shining star. But then it goes out. And it says too close to be a plane. That's why when they said it's too close to be a plane, I'm wondering if it is. I don't think it's a star because it's blinking out too much. Maybe it's an orb. If it's too close to be a plane, you know, as I'm saying, it's up to you. If you want to categorize this as a UFO or an orb, That's up to you guys. Silence, just silence. And then it goes away. Then it comes right back. And it's too slow to be a plane. We know planes have lights. Maybe a helicopter that's looking for something in the middle of the night. That's good. That's actually good. This is what you smoking. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I guess they're saying is maybe we watch this again, smoke some weed, and watch it again. Maybe it'd even be better. But I love this, and it's over 3 a.m. remote Alaskan. So why is that important? You know, like here in Seattle, we got planes 24 hours. We're at an international airport, so I'm always going to see planes and lights in the sky. But in Alaska, you know, they don't have like a 20. I mean, they got an airport. Don't get me wrong. They got some big airports, but not like here, like in Seattle. So I like the little closer shot, like the light. I mean, that is interesting. I mean, it's almost like more of an orb. So Iron Dogger, good job on this one. Good job. Uncle Bones, thank you for telling me about this. This is awesome. One of my subscribers, one of my people who watch my other live shows, is the one who gave me this clip. So I want to thank you for that. Because this is the kind of stuff that I love when it especially comes from you. So that is awesome. That is freaking awesome. Well, all right. It's up to you to decide. UFO, orb, or it's nothing. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from all of you, even the skeptics. Beyond that, it's paranormal time, baby. It's paranormal time. All right, you guys ready for a little paranormal? You ready for this? All right, let's do this. Now, this one is titled Real Poltergeist Caught on Camera. Terrifying Paranormal Activity on Haunted Basement. Okay, and this was uploaded by Andrew Duffy. So I am not here saying his channel is real. He's an actor. I'm not saying that. Let's watch the clip. You decide what it is, because I want to know. So when I start this clip, he's actually in the basement digging a hole. Maybe he's digging for bones, looking for a dead body. I don't know. You know, he's digging for something. Or, you know, maybe he lost his little, I don't know, My Little Pony or something. He's trying to find his My Little Pony. And he might be a brony. You guys know there's bronies out there, right? Well, okay, I'll shut up. Let's start the video. Okay, here's something.
What the hell is that?
What is it? What is it?
Hello? Is that you, John?
It's a door. That's a door.
What the hell?
Okay. Okay, going upstairs, checking it out. And I'll tell you guys what I think after this. Okay, got the TV on. Watching the news.
Holy shit, guys. Holy shit.
Okay. I I think
Holy
I'm done.
shit.
I'm going to pause this. I don't know. I don't know this channel. You guys might know. I think that's fake. I think that's a good ass acting job because like the sound, like really like a little bit over exaggerating. And then you go all the way to the stairs. You look up. Not even a good costume, like regular man there. But hey, I mean, hey, maybe this is 200% real. Hey, and you guys will know if this person is more real than I am. I'll put the link to this video. Check it out. Let me guys know what you think. Because as of right now, I don't know, you know? I don't know. I think it's an acting job. I think he's having fun, you know? But I could be completely wrong, but that shit was too good looking of a human, right? I mean, it could be, like I said, I could be wrong. I want to know from all you private investigators, your private investigators, paranormal investigators, demon investigators, whatever. Is this real to you or is this not? As of right now, without hearing from you, I have to make the decision that I think that's acting. Okay? So let me know. Let me know. Okay? Now, this is another one. This is from a channel called Life Goes On. It's called CCTV Paranormal Activity. All right? The footage was captured from a closed circuit camera at an undisclosed location. Undisclosed. They can't even tell us where it was from. Is there a reason why? I don't know. Let's check out the small clip. Let's check it out. Okay. Watch closely after the clerk places the order on the window. Okay, let's see what happens when the clerk puts the food on the table. Okay. Oh God, guys, I'm sorry. That's completely bullshit. That doesn't even look like a real drive-through. Maybe it is. I don't know. But that's 100% complete bullshit. If some of you think that's real, that's great. When I was first putting on this clip, I thought they're gonna show like a ghost face or something. It's like, no, I'm watching the Avengers and X-Men, you know, Psychic Powers. Like I'm watching one of the 1980 movies, Zapped, which I loved. Zapped is a good movie with Scott Baio. But that, guys, I'm sorry. That's complete bullshit. I don't even need anybody to tell me that's not. If you think it's real, good for you. I support you on what you think it is. But to me, there is not a second thought, third thought, fourth thought, fifth thought. That is 100% complete bullshit. Guys, I love this job. I love this. This is so much fun. What do you guys think that is? Do you guys really think that's real? If you do, more power to you. Okay? Guys, we got to move on. All right, guys, actually in this clip, we're gonna talk some Matrix. We have a good friend that's been on my channel about 4 or 5 times. He's called The Matrix Unveiled. Really awesome young kid, very open-minded to almost any possibility that's out there. He'll listen, and you know, and he's such a smart kid. He goes to college. He actually started his own little school on how to use the Matrix to better yourself. I know it's weird, right? Saying how to use the Matrix. It's a whole different thing. You have to check it out on his channel. But he actually has a video that just came out called Real Life Waterbending. Now, I'm not here to say it's real or not. That's up to you. But he's a really good kid. I thought I'd have fun. Put this on. So let's check this out. HYDROKINESIS energy activation, real life water bending. Let's check it out. Ooh, look at the water. That's very cool.
Notice the pattern.
It's even cool if he's doing it with a camera somehow. That's awesome. That's fun. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I mean, listen. Everything is up to you, what you want to believe in. Okay? He's a great friend of the channel. Yeah, waterbending. You think it's possible? You know? I hope would it be awesome if it was possible? I'd love to have that gift. I mean, I'd be like a real life Jedi, you know, making things move. I would be so fun. I would mess with people. I'd be hanging out in the mall. Pants down. Pants down. Shirt up. Boom, boom. I would just fuck with people. I just would have fun, record it live, and mess with people. Now, my question is, if you, the gift of bending water, can you actually bend blood? Right? If, you know, 70% of your body is blood, right? Water, blood. Can you bend while it's in somebody? If you can, I guess technically you'd be a lethal weapon, right? you could be a serial killer without people knowing you're a serial killer. Could just like, I'm gonna bend the blood and water into that person's body. Guys, I'm just messing around. It's fun. But what do you guys think? You think it's possible? Do you think that's real? If you're a skeptic, I want to know why. You know, trick of the camera, I want to know everything. I thought it was a fun video, but he is a good kid. He's open-minded, and it's nice to see young people like that. You know, it really is. So I know Matrix is not a thing for everybody, but it, you know, maybe we are living in a Matrix. I don't know. I mean, maybe right now I'm in a Matrix right now. Maybe. Who knows? See you later. All right, guys, it's time for the Mandela effect. We're going to do the Mandela effect on Star Wars, okay? We're going to talk about Star Wars here. Now, within the Star Wars universe, there's probably one of the most famous Mandela effect that's out there, top 5, easy, is the one that's Luke, I'm your father. But of course in the movie, it's no, I'm your father. So the Luke and the no has been changed. Now for that, I mean, if you ask me, to be truthful with you, you ask me, Eric, what's your memory of Luke or no? I'm going to tell you Luke. And there could be a great explanation why. You know, I know there's been parodies of them saying Luke, like in the Family Guy cartoon, when they're doing a parody of Star Wars. I get that. But I remember Luke way before even the Family Guy. So I can't sit here and explain why that memory is. And it could easily be no. I'm not saying, you can be a skeptic on this one. You can be a skeptic on this one. But what seems like it's been so weird lately is beyond that one, almost everything now has become a Mandela effect for Star Wars. I mean, to the point where I personally like the Mandela effect. I believe there has been changes that has happened. But I'm not to the point where I think people, I don't know if they're making things up for clicks or views. I mean, I don't know. But, you know, a while back, I got some toys here, okay? You can see R2-D2 right there. R2D2, R2D2, you know, with the buttons, the silver leg and gold leg. Now, first of all, C-3PO with the silver and gold leg. Now, the leg's always been silver. It's always been silver. It's never been all gold. And in the original shots, with being on the planet of Tatooine and all that, it reflects almost gold. So you could see where it's easy to mistake the gold for the silver. And of course, with the technology of cleaning up film, George Lucas has always been known to clean up the film. And now, you know, the leg's looking a little more silver and silver because George Lucas likes to clean his movies up. So that's an easy mistake. Luke is harder to explain because I believe it was Luke. But I'm willing to listen to why it's no. That's not a problem. The silver leg, I won't listen because I know with the 4K, Blu-ray, DVDs and stuff, every time he brings out the movie at THX, it gets cleaner, and you can see the silver more. But the leg's always been silver. That part is positive to me. Now, I will accept from people with Luke and no, of course. And I guess I'll accept the silver leg and the gold leg, even though I know it's silver. But the buttons now, people are coming out with so many videos with different buttons on R2D2's changing. And I'm telling you right now, that is 100% false. The button, if you, go put on the original Star Wars, A New Hope. Look, I would go frame by frame with every single frame with R2D2. There's different robots of R2D2. There's scenes where you see the button, and there's a scene in the same movie where the button's not there because they have different suits for different parts where falling forward. I mean, there's different, believe it or not, there's actually a couple of R2D2's machines. And in the same movie, buttons there, buttons not there. I did a show on my channel. I showed those footages of a button being there and a button not being there. So I don't know where people are getting with buttons are changing. They're not changing. You're just not looking at every single frame. You're looking at one and you're seeing another. You're just not seeing it. And that one should never even be a Mandela effect. R2D2, no. And now lately, C-3PO hasn't showed up in a lot of people's thing. And C-3PO, there's been no change to C-3PO. Okay, C-3PO was based on the Metropolis movie. You know, an old sci-fi classic for George Lucas. He took it. That's why a lot of the comics, he looked a lot more slicker. And then he wanted to take that and like switch him, not switch him, but add him like he was a Frankenstein. So there was parts with the bolts here, kind of like a Frankenstein mixed with the Metropolis. You know, kind of like blending it together. That's where you got C-3PO. Okay, and C-3PO always had this circle on his back because that's where you upgrade them. Kind of like R2D2, you know, you stick that, whatever you don't want to call it, the cord, whatever, into them, and that's where you feed information or get the information back. On a C-3PO unit, it's always been back of the head. Always been there. Always been there. Go to Phantom Menace. When you first meet C-3PO in that room, he's being programmed by Anakin, and it's all programmed there. Even Rise of the Skywalker had it connected to that circle. So that's actually always been there. I just don't think people were really looking at his full head. You know, the only time you really see his head is like in Empire Strikes Back, you know, the head's rolling. So there's a lot of things with C-3PO. It's just so weird that, now the hand's been black, okay, that's fine. But the hole and the clips always been there. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I study Star Wars. Trust me. I wish all of this could be a Mandela effect for it, but it's just not. It's not. And there's some things about people saying Darth Vader's uniform has been changed. It's actually never been changed. There's different uniforms. There's actually more than one Darth Vader uniform. The idea of Darth Vader going to different planets, he has a uniform for this planet, and actually in Empire Strikes Back, George Lucas, while the movie was still at the theater, made some changes to the space scenes and all that. And I also said he made a change to a Darth Vader outfit, which you can't, you know, most people ain't be able to tell. But George Lucas has made changes while his movies were still at the theaters. It's well known. If he sees something that he does not like, he makes the changes. So Star Wars is almost an impossible movie to even ever do a Mandela effect because of all the changes that George Lucas has done. Now, if you want to know the interesting story about George Lucas, that's where you should head to, because George Lucas at first wanted to be a race car driver. And then he got in a life-changing car accident where his car was totaled and he ended up in the hospital. So basically his driving career ended. It ended. And then that's where the development of Star Wars comes. So if there's going to be some kind of a code on why people think there's changes, maybe the code is telling them, go look there. Because near-death experience, George Lucas had it. In that bed where he almost died in that car crash. That's where you start if you're going to really investigate the Mandela effect for Star Wars. You start it with the mastermind himself, George Lucas. Okay? So, my opinion is the C-3POs, the R2-D2s, and the Darth Vader outfit stuff, zero Mandela effects for me on that. Zero. Absolutely zero. Don't even show me residue, because anybody can find residue to support something and residue not to support something. That's what everybody will do. That's easy. Now, Luke, I'm your father versus no, I'm your father, that's a weird one, because I remember Luke. For whatever reason, I remember Luke. So guys, that's for today's Mandela effect. What do you think? What do you know? What do you remember? Do you think the buttons have changed on R2-D2? I don't. You think C-3PO, a circle in the back of his head, just appeared? I don't. Do you think the pads on the uniforms are changing? Personally, I definitely don't, because George Lucas himself actually made some changes on some of that stuff while the movie's still at the theater. But it's fun to talk about, right? It's fantastic. It's fun to get Star Wars talking, get us nerds to speak. It's cool, because at the end of the day, after all that's gone, we still gotta wonder, no, I'm your father. Luke, I'm your father. What if they're my father? God, I'd be sitting here like a rich millionaire, right? If they're my father, well, why can't Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker have been my father? That's, then I can have the Force. I could bend water and all that. I seem like I got the end of the bad stick on this. God, guys, I'm so depressed now. I'll see you guys on Saturday.